Alrighty, guys, we have another Tucson. And I just did a video yesterday, and I don't think I mentioned that there is a Tucson playlist that I will link down in the description. So there will be a playlist. I have a Tucson playlist because I've done a bunch of Tucsons. And I won't go into all the details, but Tucson is awesome. They make super affordable budgetary knives in a plethora of varieties. So that's what's one of the great things about Tucson. So it's not only just a variety of styles, but also materials. I don't remember the number of this one, but this is the one that Dave from This Old Sword Blade Reviews gifted to me. Titanium D2 blade. I carried this a lot. It just works. You can see it's kind of dirty and got tape on it and tape residue and stuff like that, but overall, just a very cool knife. So let's talk about this one, the TS208. Linen micarta scales, D2 blade, comes in at 4 3/4 closed, 8.5 overall. So it's a really good fit in the hand. It's about 0.6 1/4, 0.624 in overall thickness. So it really fills your hand well and fits in your pocket very nicely with the nice clip. Now they could have done, I hate to nitpick all of the time, but use countersunk screws, guys, people, makers, manufacturers. It does get hung up in the pocket slightly. It does have a nice little lanyard tube, but overall, the build on this is great. Got a little bit of stuff on here. I just cleaned the blade. Got a little bit of lint on there and a little bit of rolling. This is a user knife. This came from a pass-around group I'm in where a gentleman just took, basically 10 or 12 knives and put them in a box and started shipping them around to us. So, yeah, they're used. Big deal. I don't just show brand new knives. I show my used knives. Some of my knives are used more than other knives. That's all. So you got a 3 3/4 blade on this thing. So it's a great size for me. D2 steel, runs on bearings, nice and smooth, not drop, but with a quick shake, it's closed. I mean, it just functions great. Now it's a little bit more upswept, almost Persian style. Not quite. It's not a Persian style blade, but it almost gives that appearance to me. So this blade shape is not my favorite blade shape, although it works really well. And it weighs in at 5.1 ounces, if I hadn't already mentioned that. Kind of spreading out the details and the specs throughout the video now. Kind of heard some feedbacks from some viewers on a previous video. And, I don't know, kind of mixing it up a little bit. So there you go. Let me know what you think. I think it's a cool knife. All in all, I'm really happy with the Kubi brand or the Tucson brand. This is $50 on Amazon. I'll put an affiliate link down below. Doesn't cost you nothing, but it helps out the channel. There's some magic percentage thing or something that works. I think over the time I've had an affiliate link on Amazon, they've paid out $12 maybe in like a year and a half or something. I don't know. I'm like, whatever, but it seemed like the thing everybody's doing. So I did it, whatever. Right. So let's do a couple of quick size comparisons on this guy with the number 2 pencil and the Sharpie. The Spyderco Delica. AA and D cell battery. How about, since I mentioned Kubi, the KB237, which is a fantastic budget knife. And these are good comparisons, right? So they're very similar in size. The Kubi is slightly smaller. They're basically the same price. This blacked out version, I think, is $48 on Amazon. This is an even $50. This is G10 scales versus linen micarta. The Kubi is a little bit thinner in overall thickness. The pocket clips are very similar in nature. Yeah, I don't know. You tell me. What do you guys think is the better choice here for $50? I think it comes down to having handled both of these, having owned this Tucson for quite a while and carry this Kubi a ton. I've talked about it a lot. To me, it comes down to aesthetics, because the fit in your hand, this one might be a little more ergonomic for me. It just seems to fit a little bit better in my hand. But this is no slouch either. I just prefer the Tonto blade over this kind of upswept tip. So for me, it's truly an aesthetic thing. And you can get this Kubi in different colors. So you can get it with a satin blade. You can get it with black handles, green handles, coyote handles, things like that. So there are options. But yeah, I think this is a cool Tucson. I think the Tucson lineup is a very cool lineup. So there you go, guys. A quick look at the Tucson TS208. Let me know if you got any questions. I would greatly appreciate it. And be sure to come back tomorrow. Thanks, guys.